All right, everyone. So it's Friday night. I'm getting ready to go out. I'm feeling tired. But before I go out, I got a pregame. And the only way I pregame is with an ice cold Bud Light. So good. Happy Friday.
What's going on, you sick puppies out there? It's your boy Kevin. Welcome back to the 1776 Report, a channel dedicated to exposing the hypocrisy and idiocy of the woke left. I want to talk about something a little bit sad regarding the Bud Light controversy. But before we get started, golf clap, everyone. Bud Light sales continue to decline, continue to crash for the sixth consecutive week. Anhueser Busch saw the sales of Bud Light beer decline for the sixth straight week. During the week beginning May 8th, U.S. retail sales decreased 28% compared with the same period in 2022. According to a report citing an analysis of Nielsen data, this comes after sales of Bud Light fell 23.6% for the week ending on May 6th. So the boycott is going strong. It is not slowing down. The CEO was under the impression that this would eventually fizzle out and that consumers would come back to the brand. Well, it looks like that is not happening. And in fact, it continues to get worse. This is exactly what I thought was going to happen. As more and more videos go viral, as more and more people learn about this situation, they're just going to go pick up another 30 case. It's that simple. It's easy for consumers to switch to something else. Here's something that has me a little bit sad. I'm not torn. I'm not conflicted because this boycott has to happen. Absolutely is a great thing. It's teaching a company who threw up the middle finger to its customers a lesson. And that has to happen. We need to start doing more of this type of thing. But Bud Light distributors are getting absolutely destroyed during this boycott. You know those dudes driving around in Bud Light, Budweiser trucks, pulling into gas stations. You see them in there when you're picking up your beer, you're getting your gas. You see a Bud Light guy in there almost every time. They're there all the time. Well, those dudes rely on Bud Light sales or they're going to lose their job. And a Bud Light distributor blasted Anhueser Busch over this situation on a radio station the other day. I heard the clip and the dude was almost crying. Now, I feel for these distributors. I feel for the Bud Light guys driving the trucks because I'm sure some are going to lose their job. But my thought process on this whole thing is it's a necessary evil. Those people are the sacrificial lambs to teach this company a lesson and teach other companies a lesson. And if Bud Light goes down and distributors have to change to maybe Coors Light or Yuengling, that will happen. These are entrepreneurs, these are businessmen, and they will evolve. And the guys driving the trucks, if Bud Light sales crash, that means another beer is doing better. That means that those customers switched from Bud Light to, let's say, Yuengling, so they can go get a job driving a truck for Yuengling. But it did have me a little bit conflicted for a minute. I'm not going to lie, but we have to do it. We have to stay strong. Cannot cave. So this dude, he owns a massive Bud Light distributing company. He went on the air and he said, "We too at Bama Budweiser are upset about it and have made our feelings known to the top leadership at Anhueser Busch. The voice of the consumer brand has been heard. We at Bama Budweiser are an independent wholesaler, employ around 100 people who live here, work here, and our children go to school here. We do not, as I said before, did not support this issue involving D-Man." So this guy is obviously upset. He has a company that employs 100 people in his local area, and there are thousands of companies just like his that depend on Bud Light sales, Anhueser Busch sales, continuing to thrive in order for those companies to be successful, in order for him to be able to cut paychecks for the drivers. And obviously the sales are not successful right now. Sales continue to plummet. But this has to happen. Anhueser Busch has to learn a lesson, or this is just going to continue to grow and manifest. And other companies are going to hire individuals like D-Man and put them as the face of those companies. Those drivers will be just fine. Those distributors will be just fine. They may have to take the Bud Light or Anhueser Busch logo off of their building, off of their trucks, and slap on a Yingling logo or slap on a Coors logo, they will evolve. Businessmen are smart, and this guy will evolve and make a decision. Maybe that decision has to be, we're no longer a Bud Light distributor. It's sad, but it's just the way it is, and it's the way it has to be. And Bud Light knows this. Bud Light knows that its distributors are pissed off big time. They are furious. So what are they doing? Bud Light has reportedly told wholesalers that it will buy back unsold cases of beer that are past their expiration date, as sales of Anheuser-Busch owned brand have lagged following its disastrous marketing campaign. So they're buying back expired Bud Light. That is a complete and utter disaster. This is catastrophic. This CEO went on his quarterly earnings call and told all shareholders, don't worry, it will pass with time. Looking like it's not passing with time, homie. Looking like you're going to have to make a decision here. You're having to buy back expired beer just to keep your wholesalers happy. You are losing millions of dollars and your stock is taking a $1 billion plus hit. You are in trouble. This is not going away anytime soon. And this is not passing. This is a company who is in turmoil, and I am here for it. And this needs to start happening more and more. Because if we do not stand up now, the product is literally sitting on shelves and expiring. That is how much trouble this company is in. Take a look at this video here. Consumer at Walmart.
Bro, this is how desperate Budweiser is. They had Walmart move their products right to the front entrance of Walmart. And look, right by the cups, not a single package taken.
Not a single case has been sold in this display. Now, a Bud Light advocate could say, well, they just put that display there. How long does it usually take prior to the boycott? How long would it take to sell one case of Budweiser, one case of Michelob Ultra, or one case of Bud Light at Walmart? I would say less than an hour, right? You put the display up, boom, cases start flying off the shelf. Now they are sitting on those shelves and literally expiring. And Anheuser-Busch is having to come in and say, hey, Walmart, I'll buy those expired cases back. Or hey, distributor, I'll buy your expired cases back if you're unable to move them. That is a huge problem for a company. What do you do in that situation? Well, the common sense answer would be come out with a strong apology, but they're not going to do that. So Bud Light as a brand is in major, major trouble. This is a brand that is now a pariah. If you are walking down the beach with a Bud Light, you're probably going to get made fun of. It is a cancer. You cannot buy it. You cannot drink it. And that has to start happening with other brands who make the decision that they're going to go woke. This individual here tweeted, saw it this weekend for $16.49 a case with a $15 rebate. Still full stock, go woke, go broke. Here's what they're going to do. They're going to try to make it too cheap to pass up. They're going to add rebates. They're going to have massive sales because they think if you cave one time, if you break one time, and you go buy a case of Bud Light because it's $5 for a 30-pack at Walmart, that you open that can, you drink it one more time, you're going to forget all about the boycott. They got you once, you'll go back. And that may be true. So if you see these massive sales, remember, that's all part of their plan. They think if you drink that beer one more time, you'll go back, you'll forget about the boycott. And there are people who will cave if they see a case of Bud Light for basically free, $16.49 with a $15 rebate. It's $1.50 for a 30-pack of Bud Light. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. And I hunt for those deals. But I'm not caving to Bud Light. You couldn't give it to me. You couldn't pay me. Literally, if somebody offered me $100 and said, here's a free case of Bud Light. If you walk out of this store with this case of Bud Light, I'll give you $100. I would say no. Let me know in the comments. Would you say no to that proposition? Somebody offered you $100 to drink a Bud Light, but you got to do it on camera, and your buddy can post it to social media. Would you say yes to that proposition? Let me know in the comments. Hit the like button. I love you guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. Until next time, peace.